you rather control your TV with 4 or 5 of these things, or with just one of these? Hi, this is Walt Mossberg from the Wall Street Journal, and this week I took a look at a new high-tech solution that attempts to solve several common TV watching problems. It's called the Peel Universal Control, and what it attempts to do is to replace the profusion of different remote controls you may have around your living room or family room. Also, spare you the need to remember what input on the TV, which of your different set-top devices works on. And finally, spare you from having to wade through the usual program grid that a cable or a satellite network puts up, which to me looks kind of like a spreadsheet. And Peel is a combination of two things. It's a free app for the iPhone or the iPod Touch, also works on the iPad, and even works on older models of these things. And starting on March 8th, it's also going to be a hardware device that goes along with that app, and between the two allows you to control your TV and most of your set-top boxes from one very graphical, simple multi-touch app that runs on the iPhone or the iPod Touch. And by the way, an Android version is coming in the spring. Now, Peel's been around for a while, but mostly as a way to kind of find out what's on TV and personalize your preferences. Hasn't really been able to control the TV. But on March 8th, in the Apple stores, they will be selling the hardware portion of the Peel solution, which is a little device that looks like kind of vaguely like a pear. It's wireless, it's battery controlled, nothing plugs into the iPhone or the iPod Touch, nothing plugs into the TV. But when you send commands from the app on the iPhone, it goes to this little fruit-shaped thing, which sits on a coffee table or a bookshelf somewhere within line of sight of your TV, and it sends commands. For instance, on the app, you might see photos with descriptions of the shows that are playing now in various genres. You just tap on it, and then you tap on Watch on TV. It switches the channel on the TV using that little transmitter gadget, and you're good to go. Or you might decide, let's say, to watch your DVD player or your Apple TV. You, again, hit a command on the app. It switches the input on the TV, turns on the device you want. Now, in my tests, it worked pretty much as advertised. Setup was fairly easy, and we were able to do things like play DVDs, watch shows through our TiVo, which we use as a cable box, and then use the Apple TV for its various functions, including iTunes and Netflix and the other things, all from this app on an iPod Touch. So that's the good news. It's a nicely designed product that doesn't take long to set up or learn. There are some downsides. For one thing, you might have to fiddle with the wireless transmitter to get it in just the right place in your TV watching room so that it has a clear line of sight to the TV and will work reliably. And there's a Wi-Fi accessory you have to install wherever you have your Wi-Fi router in the house. And there's a distance beyond which that won't work. So in some houses, it may not work. There are a couple of other things. Obviously, an iPod Touch or an iPhone, even an older one, may be something you're using for, let's say, making phone calls or surfing the web or playing music or doing other things. And if you take it out of the house or if it needs to be recharged, you're without your remote for that period of time. There also are some things that don't work so well on the Peel. It doesn't yet have a mute button for people who have DVRs, and the company is planning to add that. Although the iPod Touch and iPhone, of course, have keyboards, They haven't figured out a way to quite let you use the keyboard on the device to do searching on your TiVo or your Apple TV, whatever, and that would be a nice thing to have. So it's not a silver bullet. It's not a perfect solution, and of course there are dedicated universal remote controls you can buy. But all in all, I found this to be a well-designed, satisfying product, which if you are already an iPhone or an iPod Touch user, you might find useful. This is Walt Mossberg, and I'll see you next week.